Alright, good afternoon, folks. Today happens to be the 5th of June 2018, and the world or UN is marking today World Environment Day. I promised to make a video to share a few of my thoughts with you, and this is what I'm doing. I wish it was going to be live on Facebook, but my internet is not so stable right now. So yes. So what really is the World Environment Day about? I think the UN set this day up to remind us of our duties towards the environment, things we need to do or things we shouldn't be doing, things that will protect the earth and make it habitable for all of us. And I think this year focus has been put on use of plastics. In Africa or in Ghana, we've been speaking about the ban on plastic products or plastic packaging and all that for some time now, but it's like it's not realized yet. Well, if we can't have the ban yet, what can we do to still keep our communities or our environments clean and habitable? Every time I move around, or if I'm traveling, you see people in public transport or their own vehicles throwing rubbish, throwing rubbers or food they have eaten out of the window onto the streets. And you wonder why people do this. You ask if everyone else is not interested in keeping our communities clean as much as you think it should be, or people are just ignorant about this fact. Just a few days ago, I was having a conversation with a Burkinabe diplomat while traveling here, and he mentioned that while he was in the United States, you see every 100 meters you walk, there is a bin, and no one even tells you you don't have to drop the litter, because you just see the environment, it's very clean. And once you use something which needs to be discarded, you just keep it, you get to a bin and you drop it. But we don't see that around here. A couple of countries in Africa, Asia, and around, you don't see us taking that responsibility to keep the environment clean. You go to neighborhoods that you feel, oh, this is a residential area, this should be a place where the elites live, people who are very educated live and should be responsible, but we don't see this happening. So what can we do? What can we do? I believe education and sensitizing people about this is important. People need to know the effects of littering or throwing rubbish around. In 2015, we're in June. In 2015, June 3 and 4, Ghana experienced a very huge blow. The June 3-4 disaster, which claimed a couple of important lives. It's been 3 years already, and I heard there was flood in Accra again yesterday or a few days ago, and I'm like, do we really learn? Do we know the repercussions of our actions, or are we really trying to avert all these bad consequences? We throw litters around, they choke gutters, water is not able to flow through the gutters, and when flood occurs, we blame government for it. Yes, government has a role to play. Government is, I wouldn't say they are doing much or they are up to the task, But we individuals have the more responsibility to help the environment. Okay, how many people do we have in government, and how many people do we have in the communities who are being ruled? If collectively we all take action, or we are responsible enough for our actions, I don't think government will have to be doing much. If we drink water from whatever, a plastic or a bottle, and we don't drop them around, or we don't litter, the gutters don't get choked. What are we advising? If we can, or at all costs, if we can try, let us use refillable bottles more than we use the plastic or the bottled waters. If you are walking around and you see a litter, if it's a rubber somebody dropped, I mean, it doesn't hurt. Be responsible enough to pick it up if you can. Or not that if you can, be responsible enough to pick it up. And you as a person to try as much as possible not to drop litters, not to throw away, bins on the street and all that. I have this habit of keeping plastics or whatever I use on me. If I'm traveling and you see within my car, it looks like I'm a very dirty person, but that's not what it is. I make sure, even if I carry somebody or it's just me alone in my car, make sure whatever you use, you don't throw it out. Keep it in my car. When I get home, I'm going to take care of it. I'm going to clean the car, and I'll discard that properly. I mean, it takes me, it takes you, it takes the person standing next to you to keep our cities clean. And it has to be a voluntary effort. We have to take the responsibility that this is what we must do, and the consequences or the repercussions will affect us if we don't do that. I hope we really take this up, and because it's something that bothers me a lot when I see it happening. But I hope we take it up and we live responsibly. Thank you. And my name is Eugene E. Tornyeavah. I'm with CLITH NGO, or CLITH Ghana. CLITH Ghana is it's a health NGO which is responsible for creating awareness or educating people in rural areas and across Ghana. We are also involved in health screenings, organizing mobile clinics, diagnosing and treating a few basic ailments on the field. So yeah, this is one of my series, the Responsible Dialogues, and thank you so much for watching. I hope we live responsibly and we always do the right thing at all times. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.